Beneath the floor of a quiet suburban home in Norwood Park, Illinois, police made a discovery that would forever haunt American history. 29 decomposed bodies stacked in the crawlspace like garbage. The homeowner? A beloved party clown named John Wayne Gacy. He performed for children. He hosted politicians. He posed for photos with the First Lady. And all the while, he was strangling boys to death just beneath their feet. This is the story of how a smiling killer got away with murder for 6 years, and how a missing boy finally ended his reign. It could have been anyone: a teen heading home from work, a student waiting for a bus, a boy who just wanted a job. Take Robert Piest, a kind, hard-working 15-year-old from Des Plaines. He had just finished his shift at Nissan Pharmacy when a customer approached with a tempting offer, a construction job that paid double. Robert told his mom he'd be right back. He never came home. He wasn't Gacy's first, and he wouldn't be the last. But he would be the key to unlocking a hidden graveyard, built beneath laughter, birthday balloons, and clown paint. December 11th, 1978. Snow falls gently outside as John Gacy, in his warm ranch-style home, pours a drink and sets the trap. Robert Piest arrives, just as promised. Gacy talks casually about wages, work hours, construction. Then, he pulls out the cuffs. "Let me show you a magic trick," he says. By the time the trick is done, Robert is on the floor, strangled with Gacy's signature rope tourniquet, a stick twisting a nylon rope tight around the neck. Gacy calls it the rope trick. His victims never escape it. That night, Robert's body is dumped into the Des Plaines River. The crawlspace, by then, was full. Robert's disappearance was different. His mother immediately called the police. Unlike Gacy's dozens of prior victims, Robert came from a close-knit, attentive family, and local Lieutenant Joseph Kozenchak took it personally. Background checks uncovered Gacy's prior sodomy conviction. A search warrant revealed suspicious items: handcuffs, driver's licenses, pornography, a receipt from Nissan Pharmacy, the exact pharmacy where Robert worked. Surveillance was ordered. Officers trailed Gacy for days. He joked with them, fed them meals, grew erratic, and then made a chilling remark. "You know, clowns can get away with murder." At first, it didn't add up. Gacy was well-liked, politically connected, even photographed with First Lady Rosalind Carter. He was a respected contractor, a clown for sick children, a host of neighborhood BBQs. He acted normal, confident, cooperative. He'd even go out of his way to seem helpful. Some detectives wondered, could they be wrong? Even when they found trenches in the crawlspace for plumbing, he claimed, they hesitated. His employees insisted he was strict, maybe odd, but not a killer. Gacy was almost convincing. Almost, until one of them broke. Michael Rossi, a former PDM employee, told investigators Gacy made him spread lime in the crawlspace and dig grave-sized trenches. Then came the confession. On December 20th, 1978, Gacy told his lawyer, "I've been the judge, jury, and executioner of many, many people." The next day, detectives crawled under the house. One lifted a clump of dirt and felt flesh. "I think this place is full of kids," the tech whispered. Within hours, bones and bodies began surfacing. Gacy casually drew a map for police, a blueprint of death. His house had been a tomb for 29 boys. Police recovered 26 corpses from under the house, 3 more from the yard. 4 others were pulled from the river. Most were unrecognizable. Some had their teeth knocked out. Some were buried on top of each other. Many were never even reported missing. Among them, Timothy McCoy, John Butkovich, William Bundy, Francis Alexander, and James Hackinson. Lives erased by a man who wore a painted smile. At trial, survivors like Jeffrey Rignall described torture so vile, the courtroom wept. Gacy's defense? Multiple personalities. He called one of them Jack Hanley. The jury didn't buy it. On March 13, 1980, John Wayne Gacy was convicted of 33 murders, the highest number at that time in U.S. history. He was sentenced to death. But Gacy would live another 14 years, painting clowns in his cell, claiming innocence, and blaming other men for the crimes. On May 10, 1994, he was executed by lethal injection. His final words, "Kiss my O." Even in death, Gacy left secrets. 5 victims remain unidentified. Some believe there were more, bodies in other states, accomplices never named. And the house at 8213 West Summerdale? It was demolished, but the horror built there still lingers in America's memory.